don't do that.
Because we love you.
Yes. You got her started.
How long have you been gone?
3 weeks. I was gone 3 Sundays.
Welcome home.
Yay! It's great to be home, and I'm going to address that in a few minutes. But I'd like to, before we get started, let's just stand up and sing our opening song here and get back in the swing here. All right. Yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. My 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 soul is welcome here.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Well, welcome. It's great to see everybody, and happy Sunday, happy 4th of July coming to be, and just feels wonderful to be back. And I'm going to show you all something in just a few minutes, but anyway, really appreciate you guys. So I know we have a few people that have never been here before, and I'd like to take a minute for them to introduce themselves and welcome you, and I'll start with this handsome fellow on the front row.
Hi everybody, I'm Al Wallace. I'm here because Kelly said there was going to be a great picnic after this.
Oh, so we made the food. Okay, well, welcome. And let's see. Okay, this lady right here, please introduce yourself.
I'm Mary Alice Bryson, and I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm Ann Townsend's friend visiting her over the holiday weekend.
Okay, welcome. Nice to have you here.
I'm Brendan Considine, and I'm a son of my niece, and my mom invited us here today.
All right. I lived through Facebook with these guys. I feel like when they walked in the door, I knew them already. Anyone else back there on that side of the room never been here? Okay. Hey, Susan. Who's here for the first time in this row? Any other visitors? Okay, well, it's great to see. And this lady?
Third time.
Third time. And what's your name?
My name's Pat Shue.
Pat, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. I don't think I've met you, have I?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so got a little bit of news here. Aurora, our beloved Aurora, many of you know her. She's played here on Sundays in the past, her cosmic music, and then done the monthly with Brian on Saturday evenings, the Crop Circle and Cosmic Music evenings. She is she's got some health issues. We're praying for her total healing and wellness, but she needs our support. And we have actually created a benefit, Running Wolf and Brian and myself and Pam and a few others. We're gonna, on the 15th in here, we're just gonna have some music, and Ann's gonna do some drumming, and we'll do some readings. We're putting something together, but we're asking people to come. Bring a little hors d'oeuvre or something to share. We'll have a little party, and we'll take up a collection to support Aurora. And
What time?
it's gonna 7 o'clock. And
We did make a flyer.
and he did make a flyer, so the flyers are at the front table. So, and if you're not able to make it, you do choose to support Aurora. There's a GoFundMe page on Facebook. You can do that, or you can just give money to Brian, and he'll make sure she gets it. But we're going to get her, Brian's been doing research on the cannabinoids, and for the condition she has, it could be very helpful. And they're very expensive, so that's what we're choosing to do. So I hope you all are able to join us.
The date again?
It's going to be the 15th.
Saturday.
Now, thank you.
Ann.
They were beautiful. Okay, so as you know, my mother passed away on the 17th, and it was a beautiful experience. It really was. And anyway, I'm so grateful, and it's no coincidence that Michelle's here today, because I'd been to her conscious dying workshop, and you know, death I don't think is a comfortable thing for a lot of us. And so anyway, my mother, thank God, was able to die at home in her bed peacefully with my sisters and my niece around. It was beautiful, it really was. And anyway, due to Michelle's guidance and ideas, you know, we didn't have to bring hospice in. We were able to, my niece is a doctor, we were able to administer her drugs, and she was so peaceful. She didn't eat or drink for 9 days, and didn't take, her mouth was not dry. She, when, it was an amazing thing. She just went peacefully. So, and I'm grateful because I know she is with my father, who she loves. So, that being said, some amazing things happened that day. And one of the things that I didn't think I'd ever be able to do, but I was, thanks to you, Michelle. My sisters and my niece, after she passed, it was early in the morning, Michelle said, now you don't have to call 911 or the funeral home right away. You know, be with the person. And we were able to be with her and bathe her and brush her hair and change her clothes. And that was so special. It really was, that time. And thank you, because I didn't think I'd be able to do it. But when we walked out the door with funeral guys, they're taking her body out, two amazing things happened. 3 amazing things. First of all, 2 hawks flew over the house, just right then. Then there were 2 deer standing from here to that door that didn't move. They stood there for the whole time, 10 minutes. And they just stood there. Then we go to her garden. She had a Japanese garden, and there was a turtle there. And turtle is very much a part of the Japanese culture in the gardens, and it was beautiful. It just stood there, wasn't going anywhere. And the next morning, that was a Saturday. Sunday, my niece texted me and said, "Look what I just found when I walked out the door." The turtle was standing there at the door. So there's been a lot of signs and connections. One thing, she had gotten so thin when she passed. The funeral home, my family's still in the sort of the mindset of, open casket, that sort of thing. And I said, there's no way that we can do this. And especially since due to travel, we were postponing the funeral for 8 days or 7 days after. Well, anyway, they made her look amazing. And her body didn't deteriorate a bit. I was like, wow. So there was a lot of beautiful experiences with this, and the family coming together. And then when I walked into the church where her body lay, first thing I saw was this. And this was from the Namaste Center. And it was right next to her casket. And that was the first thing I saw. And felt you guys, and thank you. And talked to my sister yesterday, and she said she visited the gravesite, and these flowers were still there and looked beautiful yesterday. Wow. So that's so really they were the most beautiful flowers there. This doesn't do it justice. It was huge, a huge arrangement. And so anyway. The bad news comes in 3s, or challenges come in 3s, and I just choose to know this is the end. Sorry.
No, there's no reason to be sorry.
So anyway, today we're having a picnic at 1 p.m., 4th of July, and Bill Brobile's over there getting the grill fired up. We were over there yesterday prepping the space. It's beautiful. You're going to love it if you've never been there. If you have been there, it's going to be a lot different than when you were there last time. It keeps getting better and better. And our little worker bees, the 2 beautiful Hispanic men who do the work for us over there, just keep making it more amazing. And so I hope you all can join us at 1 p.m. We got lots of hamburgers, lots of hot dogs. If you want to bring a side dish to share, or a beverage of your choice, we got water, got some beer because we still have a lot of beer left over from the Greg Braden event, and we're just going to have fun. And so we'll have a big party and celebrate the 4th. And if you can bring a side dish or a dessert, that's great. And if you can't, don't let that stop you. Just make sure you join us. We'd love to have you. So 1 p.m. And if you choose to make a contribution towards the event, all the proceeds, we've been spending a lot of money out there getting the place prepped, but it's really awesome. And so if you want to throw some money in the basket for that, we would this afternoon, that would be terrific too. So this week, this is our ongoing schedule. You'll see that everything's pretty much the same. I don't think I missed anything. This is the ongoing classes and events for the week. And of course, Jerry has also created this beautiful handout. So if you want to use that as reference for your scheduling, you can put on your fridge or whatever. A couple special events this week. The Adventure Club, we're going to take a tour of Highland Lake property. And we're gonna just, a lot of people wanna know what's there, what's back in there, and we'll start at our property and then walk around, and I'll point out some highlights there. I'm hoping to pull in a couple of golf carts so that everyone can make it. Even if you don't want to take the walking tour or the golf cart, meet us at 12:30 at Season's Restaurant and we'll have lunch together. It's a beautiful restaurant, so hopefully y'all can join us at 12:30 for that lunch. So if you're not on the walking, hiking part, certainly come join us at the restaurant at 12:30. And also, Running Wolf, tell them about your drumming, please.
Oh, sure. Okay, so this July 5th, we're going to have the all-women's drumming circle. This time around, we're going to carpool, meet here at 5:30, and we're all going to go, and we're going to have a drumming circle at the fire pit. And so for those of you who don't know where it's at, we're going to meet here at 5:30 and all go together for the first time. I would encourage you to come out. I'm going to shoot off an email. We drum from our heart. We call in spirit. The messages will be given, and we have discussion. It's a great group of women, and I just encourage everyone here, women, to come out and join us. You'll really like it, but it'll be here at 5:30 this Wednesday.
Thank you. Thanks, Ann. It's a great opportunity. Okay, so Carson, I really want to thank everyone first. Kelly and Carson have been working together on getting this. Well, Kelly made the initiation here to, and I think it's a great idea to support Interfaith Assistance Ministry in their monthly drive. So we got a great bunch of stuff for Carson to take with her, or we can deliver it, whatever you choose, for the month of June. And now we're into July, but Carson, this is Carson Sloan. She works at Interfaith Assistance Ministries, and I'm gonna let her say a few words.
Oh, bless you.
I'm not going to take up too much time. For those of you who don't know much about Interfaith, there are brochures over there now and some literature. We're a crisis assistance organization, and we help with food, clothing, heat, rent, utilities, and we're an independent organization, so we can also help with some strange needs that other organizations can't help with. We work with other local nonprofits. We refer people. People get referred to us, and basically, a financial crisis can happen to almost anybody, and can spiral someone down, a huge car repair, an illness, death in the family. So we're there not only for you to give to, but we're there for you to come to if you have a situation like that. So I want you to keep that in mind too. As far as giving, we can always use food, we can always use school supplies, we can always use clothing. We are doing also a clothing drive for school clothing. We have a thing where $20 will buy an outfit for a child so they can have new clothes for school. To me, the giving is not people who are better off and people who are less off. To me, it's not a case of the least of these. To me, it's we're all one and we're all together. So when you give something, you're really giving it to yourself. And so don't ever think you don't have anything to give. If you like a can of something particularly, buy it and put it in the box. Someone else will enjoy it, and it's a gift to yourself as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So anything you want to drop off, you can see Carson or Kelly or put it in the box, and this is what's asked for this month. So, and it will be on our newsletter as well. So we don't have Susan and Tim are out of town today. Kathleen, go.
I wanted to let everyone know that yoga class is canceled this week because my 2 students from Asheville can't come. And I'm considering having a chair yoga class, and I need to know if anybody's interested. It is actually called Ageless Yoga, and I'm certified, and I think that it might work well in this community. Consider it. It feels great to me, so I know it'll feel good to you.
Okay, great, thank
And you
you.
could talk to me afterwards or at the picnic, but I need to know if there's interest before I do this.
Okay, thank you, Kathleen, that's a great idea, appreciate it. Okay, so Tim and Susan are out of town this weekend, so rather than Tim leading us in this, we're gonna plug Terry in, and so I'd like to invite you to stand up and join us for our opening song with Terry's accompaniment.
Oh, the light of God is in me, and it shines right out my eyes, making me a part of everything in the earth and sea and skies. And it makes me feel so happy just to know I'm not alone. 'Cause when you're a part of everything, everywhere is your home. There's a light that shines within you, and it's with you every day, bringing love to everybody in the things you do and say. It's the reason that you're living. It's the force that drives you on. It's the stars up in the heavens. It's your morning sun.
Second verse.
Oh, the light of God is in me, and it shines right out my eyes, making me a part of everything in the earth and sea and skies. And it makes me feel so happy just to know I'm not alone. 'Cause when you're a part of everything, everywhere is your home. Everywhere is your home.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so Mary, would you like to bless our prayer ministry?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Good morning. First, we have our prayer request box sitting right up here, and there's some forms inside. So if there is anyone that you would like to have added to our prayer list, please fill out a form, drop it in the box, and we'll take it from there. Also, I would request of all of you, self-included, that when you receive the newsletter and you see the list of folks that are in need of prayer, please read the names and take them into your heart, believing in the power of love to heal, and that power lives within you. So I ask that you get in touch with that reality, the love in your heart, and just take a few minutes and send loving energy to the people on the list. And I thank you for doing so. God bless you.
you.
Bless you. Feeling light. Okay, the words have changed.
Oh, did you change the words? Or did I make a mistake?
What happened? Never mind.
It's the same.
Okay, I'll be all right. All right. So, you ready? Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit,
For delivering us to our truth. Thank you for delivering us to our radiance. Thank you for delivering us to our power to heal. Thank you for delivering us to love, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Mary and Michelle. We're so blessed to have Michelle here today to accompany our meditation. I feel naked without Ed up here. He's up in Asheville peddling his drums and at a show or something. So I think
It's the Asheville Percussion Festival all week.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
a big thing.
okay, so I think he's doing well, so that's good. So he'll come back with lots of money in his pockets, I hope. So anyway, but I was so grateful Michelle agreed to step in, and I just invite you to take a couple of deep breaths and just allow yourself to become quiet. With each breath, your mind becomes still. Your body relaxes into your chair. And with each breath, you bring light and healing into every cell of your being and every thought in your mind. Allow yourself to be quiet. And let the music of the sacred flute bring you into an awareness and a state of peace where nothing can enter in but love. Together, we have created a vortex of love. The light is so bright that in this presence, fear disappears. Sickness is transmuted into perfect health. as this energy continues to grow and expand and fill this room, we envision our United States as we celebrate her birthday this week. We send this light and love as a blanket over our country and each and every being that lives here. May each person feel this perfect love. So that we may offer this gift to every being on our Mother Earth. For we are not separated, but one in truth. We pray that there is no longer a need for conflict. We pray that every being is happy and taken care of. We pray love. So it is. Well, today you're going to get a little history lesson. Of course, you know, it's 4th of July, Independence Day, the birth of our nation. This is the 241st birthday of our beloved country. And sometimes I find it interesting that I don't really appreciate the anti-American sentiments. Some people might have sentiments. And I don't think they're helpful. I don't think that it's honoring. And I think it comes from maybe, obviously, fear, judgment. It comes from maybe more than that. And hopefully, not to say that any of you all are on that boat at all, but I think it comes from a lack of understanding and really understanding the beauty of our country and what it stands for. And I was doing some research on this and bringing up some things that I already knew, but I think that hopefully they'll inspire you to have a little shift in perception, or as we call the miracle. So anyway, on June 11th, 1776, Congress appointed a committee of 5 to draft a declaration consisting of John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Robert Livingston, and Roger Sherman. And it basically, this document, the Declaration of Independence, is a statement adopted by the Second Continental Congress at a meeting at the Pennsylvania State House, which is known as Independence Hall. If you've never been up in that part of the country, it's really amazing to just walk in that energy. You can really feel it. In Philadelphia, obviously. So this declaration was to announce the birth of the 13 new colonies, and which were at war with England. And if that's who I think it is, I have to take a moment and Sorry, but that was, what a gift. Good to see you. Have a seat, Ann. We missed
Oh,
you.
so good to see you.
Okay, the newbies here must think this is a total cry fest. It is today, and wow. Very emotional day. What a gift. Great to see you, Ann. Okay, so obviously the okay, so anyway, this country was established because basically we were at war with, there were beings who were at war with Britain, Great Britain, and wanted to create a world where love prevails, where we have liberty, we have peace, and that we really do live in a state of oneness and caring for each other. You know, interfaith assistance ministry, I love what you said, Carson. This is not about us versus them. It's really about honoring and knowing that all of us are part of this makeup. So sometimes if we're in a situation that isn't really in that mindset or that consciousness, it's not to make the other side wrong or bad or dismiss it, but rather, as Buckminster Fuller says, rather than bashing the old model, create a new one. And that was the premise that this country was built upon, is to really bring forth a country where life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for everyone. And so anyway, Thomas Jefferson, very interesting man. And maybe you all know this about Thomas Jefferson already. He wrote the document, the Declaration of Independence. And but I don't know if you know a lot of things about him, which I find very interesting. And it says that, first of all, Thomas Jefferson was a staunch supporter of religious liberty, but his quest to make sure church and state stayed separate in American politics earned him many enemies. And Thomas Jefferson was a